What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Best Family Homestead. I'm Aaron, and today we are going to give an update on our PTSD walk. I've got Copper with me. Now, the Copper Pot just woke up from a nap. He's not really interested in going for a walk, but as he wakes up, he gets a little bit more into it. Today we're on the back side of the Best Family Homestead, and instead of going down the road, we are going to go down some logging trails down to Dowdle Mill Creek and show you guys the Dowdle Mill Bridge. Old bridge, used to be a mill down there. Something me and Robert's been meaning to get down there and take a look at. So I'm gonna go ahead and go down. Be about a 2.5 mile walk. It's literally in my backyard, and get our training in for the day. Now this is day 6. Since I made the announcement. So we will be leaving. Let me look at my calendar, make sure I'm right here. Yep. So we are at T-minus 23 days. So 3 weeks, just over 3 weeks. This week, you'll see, I'm starting a little bit at the beginning. The rest of the video, I'll go back and show some of the stuff that's happened this week. We had got some of our training walks in. We didn't make all 7. Made about 5, and only got a couple of them videoed. Just technical glitches, which I'm sure is going to happen on the trail, which is good for me to kind of get some of this stuff figured out, making sure that I've got everything working correctly. But other really good stuff, we've got some of our gear in. I got my boots. We have a lot of stuff ordered, my backpack, and some of the stuff I want to get in here so I can make sure and trail test it and break it in. The biggest, really most awesome thing was Robert setting up the GoFundMe, which was absolutely amazing. And I'll have a link to that in the pinned comments, but he did that for me to help, cover the cost of the trip. So I already feel a lot better getting out and walking a couple miles a day. We've been adding a 1/4 mile a day. So we've been up around 2.5 miles, I think, right now. Started at 1.5. This one might be maybe 2.5 or 3, might be a little bit different. But let's see if I can get the Copper Pot. Copper, hey, Copper. See if I can get him more interested in moving, and I'll take you down there and show you where we're going. All right, so for most of the trip walking, when I'm actually on the trail, I'll be using this head mount, because that's the steadiest place and that leaves my hands free. So that's what I've been using. So I'll be wearing this. I'm getting a little camera, not a big GoPro, a little camera to put on Copper so you guys can see part of the trip from his perspective too. I think that will be pretty fun. So we're gonna get this head mount on and we're gonna take off. All right, guys, so we've made it down. It's about where the creek is. I think the GPS said it was about a mile, like 1.25 miles. So Not that far, but it is warm today, and I've been walking Copper mostly in the early mornings or evenings. You can see he says, "Dad, I'm done." Come on. But I wanted to show you guys his reaction in real time because he loves water. And we are, let me put my head mount back on. There we go. All right, come on, Copper. We are down here right at Dowdle Creek. Come on, Copper. I brought him water, but I knew we've only been walking about 30 minutes. Now this area right here at Dowdle Creek, I saw something hop in the water. I'm not sure what that was. Maybe a beaver. This used to be called a baptism hole. It is private property now, so not a lot of people can come down here, but like I said, it's right up next to I back up to this, so I don't have to, there's no trespassing signs. There's not any no trespassing signs where I get down here. But you can see it's absolutely gorgeous. Oh yeah, that's the stuff. There we go. I knew he would like that. What do you think, Copper? I wish I had a longer lead for him. Oh, that's deep. That's deep. I'm not used to water that deep. Come on. Get back in. Cool off. What do you think? That's fun, huh? Oh, wait. Oh, that's deep, Dad. That's deep. I don't know about that. He loves his baby pool. And he loves the mud. Oh, Copper. Look at you now. You're a train wreck. I know this is one of the things that he's going to enjoy a lot on the trail as he slides down to the water. He's going to enjoy little creeks and streams up in the mountains. Yeah, you having fun? Now don't worry, I'm not going to ever let him just get in the water without being on a lead, because you know there's hidden currents and he is a little guy. There we go. Hey, it feels a little bit better now. All right. So now that he's cooled off a little bit, we are going to walk back up and around, and we're going to take y'all to the Dowdle Mill Bridge, which is down that way, which is where the mill was. All right, so we just made it down to the Dowdle Mill Bridge entrance. Now, I'm gonna bring Robert down here with me to help. Don't take anything I say as far as history as gospel. Robert is obviously the main historian between the two of us. But this bridge used to be an open road between Hamilton and Waverly Hall. So there was a day I could have got to Robert's house by using this bridge. I'm taking my head cam off so I can make sure that you guys can see all the stuff. Come on, Robert. There we go, climb the log. But I think it's like 20 years-ish, 30, maybe 30 years-ish that this bridge has been shut down. I don't know, probably longer than that. Again, don't take my word for any of it. But it's still really cool. Just a lost, forgotten bridge out here in the middle of nowhere, Georgia. Most all this land is big timber company land. That's why when you saw we were walking through all the, you know, where they've recently logged, that was all logged just in the past year or two. But let's go up under the bridge here. Copper is interested in going down to the water. You can see tracks. I see some raccoon, turkey. Copper found him a stick. Raccoon, turkey tracks. A lot of big deer back in here. That's what they do. I can't walk back in here during hunting season because it's all hunting lease, and turkey season's also over. So now I come back down in here because it's no one's hunting or doing anything, and really, I mean, just really cool. I'll come back down in here with Robert and we can talk a little bit about the history a little bit more. I know the mill area was right up here. I found where the mill was before. The area was just at during COVID. During COVID, my kids would walk down here with friends and go swimming in that big swimming hole. They had a lot of fun. I've caught a lot of brim and shoal bass, hog suckers in this creek. So, you can see the azaleas. Isn't really a scene I think a lot of people would think of in South Georgia. You know, but absolutely gorgeous. It's so peaceful. This is one of the things that I'm looking forward to on our trail walk, is just being out. You hear that? Nothing. You know, this is healing. I'm really looking forward to being able to get some of the, just think, you know, and get out away from the daily grind. And Copper is looking forward to finding creeks and water. He is such a goober. He's having a good time. He keeps looking at those leaves. He sees those leaves. He sees those leaves. Well, I'm definitely keeping a good hold on him, because if he sees one of those leaves, he will jump out there and go wherever. Oh, don't know what he's after now. He's just enjoying this. He's never been down to the big water, down to a creek before, and he is having the time of his life. Oh my goodness. All right, well, it looks like me and Robert's been talking about this for a while. Before I leave, I guess I'm gonna be doing some more research and finding something maybe other than a GoPro, even though it's supposed to be made for this. You heard me cut off down here. I've only been filming for about an hour, hour and a half, and I've been having issues with mine. I know Robert has too, with our GoPros, and it keeps saying camera is too hot. Down here in the shade, it's like 80 degrees, and so if I'm walking and trying to film, you know, up on the Appalachian Trail or just anything, it's kind of annoying when you have a piece of equipment you paid a lot of money for, and it keeps messing up. It shouldn't be too hot to film and keep cutting off. So Copper has been making a lot of mess of the riverbank here, and there he goes, chasing leaves. So I'm gonna let him chill out a little bit more, cool off in the water, and then as soon as I know the GoPro's cooled off, we're gonna head back up to the house. And I will leave you guys with one more parting shot of the underneath of the Dowdle Mill Bridge here on this part. Really awesome, peaceful area. All right, everybody, so we made it back to the homestead. Ended up being about a 3.5 mile walk, which was Copper's longest walk yet. So he's tired. He's a tired puppy. But we did good. We were only gone about an hour and a half, even stopping at the bridge and letting him play for a while. So a pretty good clip. And that's how we plan on doing most of our trip, just walking a couple hours at a time, stopping and resting, especially with him being a little dude. You know, we're not trying to hurt him or kill him, or kill me. So we're just gonna go for a couple hours, rest, go for a couple hours, rest. I think it'll work pretty good. But I hope you guys like this video. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share. And after this, I'm gonna leave you with the start of week 1. And this is the end of week 1. So look forward to next week, get an update on, I guess we could call this T-minus 3 weeks from today. So I'll be posting an update every day until the day we leave. And then after that, I'm not sure how much access I'll have to doing, you know, my computer and posting the videos. I will be GoProing everything, but I do plan on doing live videos every time I have service at the end of the day. So look forward to it. And I want to say thank you for all the support we've already received. And I think it's going to be a really good thing. You know, I'm already feeling better just doing the walks we've been doing. And I think once we get out in nature, away, I think it's going to be I think it's going to accomplish the task that I set for it. So all right, guys, well, here we go. Here's the start of week 1. What's up, everybody? So I'll be doing updates on both the walk and the prep for the walk. Went out yesterday and got some new boots. Solomon. I used to wear these when I used to hike the trail a lot as a kid. Did a little bit of research for guys with my foot issues, not really issues, my foot shape. They're supposed to be great boots, and I'm putting them on for the first time right now. We are at T-minus 28 days to step off on our journey. So I'm gonna lace these things up here. We're gonna go out, me and Copper are gonna go out for our first training day, I guess you could say, tonight. Work on, you know, getting a little bit into shape before we step off. But that's one reason I was saying, you know, people were asking about donations, and I greatly appreciate it, because gear to go on this kind of walk isn't really cheap. These boots were right around 200, I think, after tax and everything, about $250. So I usually don't spend nearly that kind of money on any kind of shoes or clothes or anything for myself. You know me, I wear my whole flannel shirts and t-shirts, and you know, you can see I wear my pants so they literally fall apart. But if you're planning on walking somewhere in the neighborhood of, you know, I'm hoping we can get around 230 or 40 miles, at least. Not setting, you know, we're not setting set points, you know, how many miles a day we're walking. We're walking for 30 days, but I'd like to average about 8 miles-ish. Be carrying Copper a lot. He's a little bit. He's still a puppy, and pretty lazy puppy. He's a hound dog puppy. So, yeah, well, I guess this is the first part of the first video series on the walk. I've been trying to coin it a little bit, trying to figure out what I'm going to call it. And I think I'm just going to call it the Walk to Live. That's kind of what it is. Aaron's Walk to Live. And it's just the reset and reset myself, deal with some, you know, personal issues, PTSD related issues, and, you know, that in turn helps, you know, be where I won't drink for a few hours, or a few hours, that's the norm, but, you know, get dry for a month or two, and hopefully stay dry. That's the plan. Stop smoking, so you guys can stop fussing at me about smoking all the time. But yeah, these are very comfortable. I guess for $250, they better be comfortable. As in the grand scheme of things, it's not too bad, because you ladies spend a lot of money on your shoes. And I guess the difference is I'm not buying a $200 pair of shoes to wear 3 or 4 times, or maybe even once. These will probably end up with hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of miles on them. So, yep. Well, I'm gonna get off here, and we are going to go coach, me and Copper, and come back. And we're gonna start with just a couple miles this evening, and kind of start getting him leash trained for the trail, and get Aaron trained for the trail. That might be the harder feat. All right, guys, stay tuned. All right, guys, so new boots are on. We ended our coaching, and now Copper looks happy chewing on a stick. But we're about to head out for our first walk. We're gonna start with 1.5 miles. That's pretty good distance for a puppy, even though he's got crazy energy. And we're gonna add a 1/4 mile a day. So by the time we leave, we'll be doing about 7 miles a day. Well, we'll see what Copper thinks. I don't think he's gonna like it too much, but it'll be good. All right, guys, you can see Copper is still full of vim and vigor. He did very well. We had to work on a little bit of manners while we were walking on the road, especially. We did 1.5 miles in about 32 minutes. So that's one of the reasons I'm saying you're about 8 miles a day, because a lot of difference walking on the road down here in the flat ground of South Georgia than walking on the Appalachian Trail, especially where we're starting in Tennessee. You know, a lot more hilly. We're not going to make that kind of time. We're going to be somewhere around probably 1.5 miles, maybe 2 miles an hour. But we're going to have all day. We can stop and take breaks. Yes, we can stop and take breaks. Because this guy's going to have to rest, and I'm not going to hurt him because he is a puppy. You know, he's not a full-grown dog. So we're just going to kind of go slow. And he is happy and hungry, and tonight he's gonna get a little bit of peanut butter mixed with his food for some extra calories. So like I was saying, we're gonna add about a 1/4 mile a day. So tomorrow we're gonna do 1.75 miles, and tomorrow Daddy, this guy, Aaron's gonna start doing 20 push-ups a day and 30 sit-ups a day, and we're gonna be adding 1 a day till the end of our trip, because this trip isn't it's mostly about mental health, but it's also about physical health. So, you know, by the end of the trip, we'll be doing quite a few push-ups. And that concludes training day 1. He is, I can't believe he's still going so hard. He's beyond tired. He's been out working all day out in the yard and helping out. Yeah, there we go. So I think it's time for some peanut butter and dog food, and this guy to sleep. Catch up with you guys on training day 2. Alright guys, so it's training day 4. Got training day 1 on video, missed 2 and 3 because I forgot my GoPro, and me and Copper just walked at random times. This is gonna be kind of mean. It's getting late at night, And he is doing his copper thing. He's tired. But it's not too mean because he has not been nearly as active today as most days. So if I don't take him out to go walk, he's gonna wake up about 3 o'clock and want to play. So we're gonna go. Today is 2 miles for tonight. We're just gonna go up the road and going to try something on the GoPro, just see if it works and picks up. We've been walking at night because it's been warm, so just to get him started. That's one reason I haven't messed with the GoPro the past couple nights. So, well, let me get Copper suited up. He's not going to be happy, but he will be after the first couple feet. It's going to take him a minute to wake up.